Let's be completely honest. If you are sitting in front of your screen right now, typing a prompt into an AI coding agent, waiting for it to finish, reading the output, and then typing another prompt to fix its inevitable mistakes, you have not automated your workflow. You just gave yourself a new job. You went from being a software engineer to being an overqualified, highly paid babysitter for a blind chatbot. You probably tell yourself that this is just how AI-assisted development works, and that everyone is stuck waiting on terminal progress bars. But that is a massive illusion. The brutal reality is that the engineers actually building the future at OpenAI, Anthropic, and Cursor have completely removed themselves from the execution cycle. They no longer type instructions by hand because they know the human is the bottleneck. Just a few days ago, Peter Steinberger, the founder of OpenClaw, delivered a stark reality check to the industry. He warned that anyone still manually prompting their AI is severely lagging behind the standard. His message was simple: stop acting like a user typing to a bot, and start acting like a system architect designing the autonomous loops that prompt the agents for you. We have officially evolved past prompt engineering. We moved past context engineering. And if you want to survive the next wave of automation, you need to realize that typing prompts is a dying legacy skill. The entire industry is violently shifting toward a brand new discipline called loop engineering. By the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly how to separate yourself from the execution cycle entirely, and I am going to give you the exact 6-part architectural blueprint to build systems that prompt, test, and debug themselves while you sleep. Welcome back to Everyday AI School, where we cut the fluff and pack every second with value. To understand why loop engineering is the final boss of AI development, you have to look at the ladder of abstraction we have been climbing over the last 2 years. Think of AI evolution like managing a human engineer. In 2024, we obsessed over prompt engineering. That was writing a clean job description. We learned how to manipulate words to get a single, better output. In 2025, we shifted to context engineering, using advanced retrieval systems to feed the AI our entire repository, file trees, and API specs. That was providing a comprehensive briefing packet. But even with a perfect prompt and pristine context, a massive architectural flaw remains. The agent still waits for you. It runs a command, halts, and stares at you through the terminal, asking what it should do next. It relies entirely on your physical presence to advance. Loop engineering changes the entire paradigm. You stop being the person who prompts the agent, and you start being the system architect who designs the loop that prompts the agent. When you use a standard agent, it runs what is called an inner loop, the classic reason, act, observe pattern. Loop engineering operates one level above that. It is the outer loop. It transforms the AI from a tool you talk to into an autonomous engine that executes against a state machine. A production-grade outer loop requires 2 foundational elements to run completely unattended. First, a deterministic trigger. This isn't you typing a command. It is an automated event, like a GitHub issue being assigned, a failed production telemetry log, or a specific webhook. Second, a verifiable definition of done. You never tell a loop to fix the login page. That is ambiguous text. You tell the loop to run the end-to-end authentication test suite until the exit code is 0 and the build passes pipeline verification. You write the objective criteria exactly once. The loop then spawns the agent, interprets the execution errors, rewrites the code, and forces itself to iterate in a continuous circle until the goal is mathematically met. If you want to build a loop that actually survives your laptop closing without stalling or corrupting your environment, your system must implement these 6 specific pillars. Number 1 is event automations. The loop must be completely decoupled from manual execution. It lives inside your continuous integration pipelines or local cron daemons, waking up dynamically based on system state. Number 2 is parallel work trees. If you run multiple autonomous loops at the same time on a single codebase, their file edits will collide. You must isolate your loops using strict, dynamic Git work trees so they can refactor different modules concurrently without causing merge conflicts. Number 3 is local procedure manuals. Agents suffer from context drift over long execution timelines. Every time a loop iterates, it needs to read a local project file, like a standard operating procedure document, reteaching itself the exact architectural constraints of your codebase on every single turn. Number 4 is real-world model context protocol. A loop isolated from your infrastructure is useless. You must wire your loop into live production databases, Jira trackers, and communication channels so it can ingest real-world state and report its own execution milestones. Number 5 is the maker-checker split. This is the most critical psychological trap developers fall into. You cannot let an agent grade its own homework. If the agent writing the code is the exact same model instance evaluating the code, it will rationalize its own bugs and loop endlessly. Loop engineering requires a strict separation of powers. A maker agent that writes the patches, and an isolated verifier agent that aggressively evaluates the output against a hard rubric. Number 6 is persistent state memory. If your loop fails or gets interrupted on step 35 out of 40, it cannot start over from scratch. The loop must continuously serialize its execution tree, failed attempts, and micro-decisions to a persistent local storage layer so its knowledge compounds across iterations. Now, before you go build this, I have to give you a massive warning. If you deploy an autonomous loop without understanding its limitations, it will absolutely ruin you. The first brutal reality is recursive token consumption. When a loop runs unattended, it does not care about your wallet. If it hits an ambiguous error or an unhandled edge case, the loop will not stop. It will enter an algorithmic death spiral, burning through millions of tokens, exhausting your context windows, and racking up thousands of dollars in API credits in a matter of hours, while producing absolutely nothing but garbage code state. A loop gives the AI its driving force, but the harness is what builds the unbreakable, sandboxed runtime boundary around it. The harness is what enforces strict token budget kill switches, intercepts destructive shell commands before they execute on your hardware, and subjects the AI's logic to automated assertion testing. Loop engineering without harness engineering isn't automation, it is digital sabotage. Click on the Harness Engineering Masterclass on your screen right now to see exactly how to sandbox these loops before they break your codebase. I will see you over in that video. Keep building, start looping, and let's get to work.